Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on relationship frequencies, we're going to be looking at your relationship with your mother. I know we recently did one on relationships with their mom. However, I've had some things come up in the relationship with my mom, so I thought, hey, let's do a tarot card reading and see what happens. So as always, I do set the intention that these readings find those who need them when they need them. So if this reading did find you, it is meant for you. However, it may not be the entire message. It may just be a portion of it that is meant for you. So let's see how your mother is currently, and my mother, feeling about the relationship. So how does Mom feel about the relationship currently? Please. Ooh, we got a few here. And we're just going to take them all. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. This is all about hardship, loss, feeling isolated, can be feeling abandoned. It can be issues, like struggling financially, having an underpaying job or no job, being unemployed. And so it's really sort of this being left out in the cold type feeling. So currently, Mom feels like she's being left out in the cold. And then we also have this Ace of Cups, which is very interesting to come in with the Five of Pentacles, because the Ace of Cups is all about love, intuition, new feelings, like new love, new offers of love, right? You're being offered this new love. Your connections with your spirituality and those type of things. But in general, it's sort of like a new opportunity is being presented. A new love is being presented. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is actually all about victory. It's not about victory. I was thinking about the Six of Wands. The Six of Swords is all about transition, moving on, right? You're moving on from troubled waters. You're leaving the chaos behind. You're leaving the problems behind, and you're moving forward. So right now in this relationship, it's this feeling of being left out in the cold, but these new opportunities for relationships coming in. And so you're leaving that chaos behind and moving into calmer waters. So right now I'd say that my mom feels kind of like I've shut the door in her face, but that there's other opportunities here that she's going to be leaving me behind and pursuing those new opportunities, because with me it's apparently chaos. So this is very interesting. We're going to get two more clarifiers here, because of sort of the contradiction with the Ace of Cups. Although it does make sense, right? Like she's being left out in the cold, but there's this new opportunity, so she's leaving the cold behind and moving towards this new opportunity, right? So, I mean, it does make sense. I don't know what new opportunity there is. She does have other children. I do have siblings, so maybe she will be turning towards them more than myself. So let's see, please. Can we get two clarifiers for how? Okay. Oh, we got three. So let's do it this way. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh, 10 of Wands. See? So then we got to go again. So being left out of the cold, and then look, burdened, stressed, right? This is all about having too much responsibility, having too many things that you have to hold, right? You're being weighed down. You're carrying all this weight, and you're trying to, work, but it's hard because there's just all these burdens and responsibilities and stress and all this stuff on you. And so this is kind of about just sort of almost being like, I'm almost can't handle this anymore. It's almost too much. And at the same time, you're almost at the finish line, right? This is a 10. So you're almost reached where you got to go. You almost got to get there. And so it can be this the last sort of like push or drive or hard thing you have to go through before the light, before the end of your burdens, before your responsibilities are over, before you reach that light at the end of the tunnel. And then we have the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is all about loss and grief and regretting things. But one thing to know about the Five of Cups is on the original tarot, I shouldn't say original, on the Rider-Waite tarot deck, he's got 3 cups in front of him that are spilt, and he's looking at them and he's feeling sad, right? I've lost this. I regret that these spilt. I'm grieving over these spilt cups. But if he was to turn around, he'd see that there's actually still 2 more cups, right? So it's like grieving the loss or we're grieving the issues that are in this relationship right now, but realizing that there's still 2 cups there. There's still life to the relationship. So this might even be where we got the new beginning, a new love type of thing. It might be just a new start of a relationship, right? So we had this moment of all these burdens, feeling left out on the cold, and then there's sort of like this new offer, right? So we have these cups here. We've got 5, 3 are spilt. They're over here being spilt, but there's still 2 left. We have this Ace of Cups, and we can move forward with this, move forward in maybe a new relationship, not looking at the disappointments, but in the new relationship. And then we get to the 6 of Swords, which is moving away from troubled waters and moving forward. Ooh, and then we get the Lovers. So the Lovers is about union and harmony, but it can also be about choices, right? It can be having a choice one way or the other. And so when you have this 6 of Swords, and then you have the Lovers, which interesting enough is a 6, and 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. But so you have this choice, right? So we're making these choices, we're leaving the chaos behind, we're moving forward. So I would say in this relationship between you and your mother and me and my mother, there's been some issues, there's some burdens, there's some feelings of being left out in the cold, but there is sort of this there's still cups sitting there, right? There's still love in the relationship. There's still offers of love being given within the relationship, but there has to be moving on, leaving the troubles behind, and making the choice to sort of sit in the love, only sort of maybe focus on the harmony, or sort of maybe leave the things that were causing chaos within the relationship, leaving those behind, and only moving forward in the areas that aren't causing. So say discussing politics that just creates, oh my gosh, huge problems. So you're not going to discuss politics anymore. You're just focusing on like the kids and the family and what everybody's doing and having fun, and we're never going to talk about politics anymore, because we're going to leave that behind, because that just causes chaos in the relationship, that just causes burdens and stress, and we're going to leave that there, and we're only going to deal with the happier stuff. We're only going to deal with the things that we can agree on, the things that we get along with, right? If we don't get along with this stuff over here, this just won't be brought into our relationship. We'll focus on the stuff that we do get along with. So let's get a piece of advice for this relationship with our mothers. Can we get some advice, please? Oh, okay, that one did want to come out. 4 of Wands. Okay. So 4 of Wands is actually all about the celebration and harmony, home. It's the marriage card. Well, as you can see, these 2 are getting married on the card, right? So it's like home and reunions and creating this stability, right? Your 4 walls, you've got this stability, you're celebrating, you've got this harmony in relationships. So the advice really is to focus on those good things, focus on the harmony, focus on the things that you get along on, you can agree on, and it's not about we'll just ignore bad behavior or anything. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we're just not going to talk about the cousin Jimmy, because that always causes issue within the family. So Jimmy will do what Jimmy does, and we're just not going to discuss him as a family. Or we're not going to talk about your career choice because I don't agree with it. So we're just going to leave that over here, and we're going to talk about other things, right? So it's not about ignoring bad behavior or anything. It's just we don't need to bring up things that are going to cause tension. We don't need to carry these wands around. Let's pile on more. Let's pile on more. Let's pile on more. No, let's unload the wands and only bring forward those cups, that which is going to create a positive relationship. And we will get some messages from our oracle deck here. Relationship oracle deck. I'm not even sure what it's called. I call it my relationship oracle deck. But we will get some messages from it. Let's see, please. We get a couple cards as messages about this relationship. Oh, one. Ooh, obscurity. So those, see, secrets within the relationship. Not everything is exposed, right? Like it's even got the moon on there, right? So what's the moon about? There's illusions, delusions, uncertainty. You're not sure the way ahead. I always talk about it as if, the moon lights, sort of the beginning of your path. So you can see the path, but it doesn't light it up far enough like the sun or the star where you can see down and see, ooh, that's going to be an obstacle. Oh, watch out for that. Oh, I'm going to hit that, or, oh, the path is clear, whatever it is. This is like things are obscured. There's secrets between us. There's some mystery. There's purposely concealing things, which is sort of the main issue between my mother and I. So if you're joining me for this reading, that probably means there's some issues with you and your mother in terms of some secrets or hiding things from you or not being fully transparent. And then there is the chemistry, right? So we got these two sides to it, really. And of course, that's always going to happen. Not always, but many times with family relationships, right? There's secrets you're not telling your family, but then you do have this chemistry. You've known each other forever. We've got a mother-daughter relationship. So we have that relationship. I'm also an oldest child, so I was very much relied on, as the second mother within the family. And so we sort of were a team in a lot of ways. However, there was also a lot of issues growing up within it. So, we have this chemistry, we have this, we can talk for 3 hours, but then there is also these secrets going on, this concealing, maybe not fully revealing what the truth is, leaving out information purposely so that, so you don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to tell you about that because I don't want you to know about it. Hopefully you don't find out, but it might be some information that you feel is really important for whatever reason. Do we have any other messages that want to come out, please? Ooh, those ones almost want to fly up. Any other messages that want to come out? Ooh. So what do we have there? We have second chance and pain. Okay. See, there's definitely been pain in this relationship. There's been, things have happened. You're apprehensive, you're afraid, you're cautious, right? This pain has caused you to be like, ooh, wary. I don't know about this relationship. I don't know what's going to happen. There's always these secrets, this concealing of information. It's sitting in this Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, all these burdens and stress and feeling left out in the cold. But yet there is this second chance, right? There's still these cups available. There's still this new offering of love coming in. We still got 2 cups left here that are full that we can enjoy. And so there is these second chances and there is this chemistry, right? Like, look at this. This is like soulmate stuff, right? Soulmates. So like soulmates between you and your mother, between me and my mother, right? This stability of being home, being together, having this soulmate bond. We're going to leave these troubles behind. We're going to focus on the good stuff. And then we do have good chemistry when it works, right? I'm sure a lot of you are in those kind of situations. When the chemistry is good, the chemistry is great. When the chemistry is bad, the chemistry is bad. And that's sort of where I sit with my mother. So I want an angel number for this reading, please. Can we get an angel number? You need it as a message. So what I say is, overall, there's been, oh wow, look at that. That one came a flying out on, what is it? Stability. Oh, now we're going off the board a bit. Okay, so this is, let me read it to you. So stability, 444, right? 444, having your solid walls, 4 walls of foundation, 4 pillars of foundation, right? So 444, angels are guiding and supporting you, providing you a stable foundation for success. Okay, so the message about this is there is a way to have success. And this might be stabilizing all these issues and this pain of the past, this thing that's coming up right now where, we're sort of putting an ending to it, really, right? Because you can see along here, it's the second chance, it's the new offer, it's we know we're grieving over stuff, but we're going to also look at the good stuff, right? And so it really is this, I would say, stabilizing this relationship. So we've had this bad stuff happen, and whatever's happened for my mother and I, it was a fight, basically, where I was done with it. And so we had a disagreement over things. And it's like, okay, we've had this disagreement, we've had all this bad stuff in the past, but now we're going to get past it. We're going to have this second chance of rebuilding, leaving the troubles behind, focusing just on what works in the relationship and building this relationship of stability, rebuilding the relationship, right? We're going to start off with our 2 cups. We're going to have to gather some more cups, right? We got another one, so we're getting an offer of a cup. We're going to have to take our 2 cups that are left, start gathering more, and start building. Because 1 cup plus 2 cups is still only 3 cups. We need a 4th cup for stability. So we're going to continue growing that relationship in a new form, in a different form, in a form that doesn't have this involved. And we're just going to get one more message quickly. I like to get them from this one because it is kind of my message oracle deck. All it has in it is different messages. Oh, that didn't shuffle. I'm trying not to move my cards, but at the same time let you see me shuffling. No tricks around here. Okay, so let's get a message, please, about this reading, about this relationship. Something be beneficial. Okay, 1 card flipped over. Let's see, where is it? There we go. Stay present. That's where life happens. Okay, so here we're staying in the present, right? We got this stuff of the past, but we're going to be focusing on this rebuilding, this second chance, this new relationship, so that hopefully the relationship, it has the potential, right? Ace of Cups is only a potential. It's not a foregone conclusion. It's the potential. So we've got the potential here. We've got a second chance. We've got the potential of new sort of relationship dynamics, and they could be good, but we don't know yet. So at the moment, we're just supposed to stay present. This is where life is. Stay focused on this part. We're going to try and ignore this part or deal with it in a healthy means in terms of like counseling or therapy or whatever. And then we're going to stay here and hope that by staying here and by using this new sort of beginning in this relationship, that we will build to this. We will build where we're leaving the worst behind and we're working on this union, chemistry, lovers type, soulmate type relationship where it's not like a karmic soulmate. It's actual loving, caring, helping soulmate. So I hope this message helped you today. I know it helped me look at things. Just understanding that this is about to happen kind of helps me. I don't know if I look forward to it or not, but I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll keep you updated in a few months and do another tarot card reading. But I hope this message helped you. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.